Deeksha is a transfer of energy. So one gets into the state of enlightenment, and though one is enlightened, there's a thing called the enlightened state. There's a difference between the two. So you get into an enlightened state and then you transfer those energies. So what I do is I transfer it to my followers, who in turn transfer it to other people. And these energies are received by what we call the sensory cells, which in turn take it to different parts of the brain and to different parts of the body, where a biological transformation occurs, which results in enlightenment.
Now, you have obviously described enlightenment as a physiological or a neurobiological process.
Yes.
And it can be, one of the interesting things about what you're doing is that enlightenment is something that's given. The traditions of old, especially from India, have always had the followers, those interested in enlightenment, work at sadhana, different kinds of practice in order to achieve enlightenment. But here it's being given. Could you just explain the differences there?
Actually, even in the ancient tradition, the guru is expected to give enlightenment. You do not become enlightened on your own. Your sadhana is only a preparation to receive Deeksha, and the guru is supposed to give it to you. So it was never the idea that in the Hindu tradition that you make it on your own. So the guru has to give it to you. Hence what we call the guru tradition or the guru parampara. Now my contention is, I don't see individuals as individuals. I see only humanity. And humanity has been here for ages now, and I believe humanity has done its sadhana and it is ready for this transformation. That is why I tell now that no sadhana is required. Not that I deny sadhana, but sadhana has been done by mankind. It's all ready now. Hence it is possible to give Deeksha to the whole of humanity.
And that is what you're intending to do?
Yes.
And you intend to do that by what means?
I intend to do it through several means. I intend to get ready about 60,000 people who would be able to give Deeksha to the rest of mankind. So I intend to give it to 60,000 people, and it would be their responsibility to enlighten mankind. And they will be spread across the globe in all the countries of the planet.
And will that happen because they are containing the reality of enlightenment, and in a sense there's almost an infectious quality to it?
What happens is, these are basically transference of energies, and the one must be ready to receive the energy. And if he is prepared to receive the energy, and I believe most of mankind is prepared, then he makes it.
I see.
So it has to be on a big scale, on a massive scale, and it must be a mini splendid thing.
And could you just comment on the role that enlightenment plays as you see it?
Yes. See, basically my understanding is that all human problems and all worldly problems, they emerge from the fact that man functions from a narrow individualistic self. So when you do become enlightened, the self is no more there. You are only part of a big wholeness. So when you function from that level of consciousness, you cannot indulge in any kind of divisive behavior or action. And there can never be any conflict at all, which is not only the absence of conflict between man and man, but also between man and nature. And nobody would ever even dream of exploiting nature. So the whole scenario is going to change. So we are going to enter a very different world where we would function as one family, because the closest you can come to enlightenment is the sense of oneness. That is, if you were talking to your wife, you would see that she is you. You feel completely one with her. So that is the state we're trying to give you. So when you feel one with everybody else, with nature and everything, so where is the problem? It's only when you feel separate that could be a problem. Oneness means there cannot be a problem. So we see the absence of all problems. The whole of humanity becoming enlightened. We'll all work together, we will live together, we will decide together. It's going to be a very different world. And thousands of people across the last decade have had visions of this in our programs. It's not one person or two people, it's thousands of them. We see clearly a new world And thousands of people cannot be wrong in their visions.
That's right.
Across time and across races, across age groups, all have had that.
You are truly the first that I know of who is saying, come, we will enlighten you, and we will be giving it to you. This is very powerful. You are changing historical precedent. I know you said that earlier in the Hindu tradition that this was typical.
But it's almost on a massive scale.
Wow, it's really remarkable.
And actually, though we are not going out very public, the more the numbers, the more easy it's going to be.